Okay, I think we're recording now. So hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into this call. This is a What is Coaching call with myself, Kristin, and my girlfriend, Jessica. We are both coaches on Team Body Electric, and we are building our own teams as well. So thank you first and foremost for jumping on or listening to this call, taking the time to do that. We know that your time is very valuable, and so we appreciate you being here. Just to go ahead and get started, I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about myself, and then Jessica will do the same, and then we'll go ahead and tell you more about coaching. So like I said, I'm Kristin. I've been a coach for about a year and a half now. And I started my journey not as a coach, actually. I started off as a challenger. And the whole purpose and the whole reasoning that I joined Beachbody was because I was the chronic yo-yo dieter. I would do really good around the summertime. I loved to run in the past. I've always been athletic. But as soon as fall came, I was like a bear, and I would pack on my winter coat, and it was just always an up and down thing. And honestly, I was kind of tired of it. So what happened was myself and John, my other half, we were taking a trip to Florida, and after having 3 kids, I was not going to go to Florida and wear a 2-piece in the shape that I was in. So I decided, well, I've tried everything else under the sun, including, the Jillian Michaels stuff. I've tried, one day I pulled out all of my things that I've ordered on TV, and it took up like a whole corner of my office. So I've tried everything, was never consistent. And one day I saw my now coach, Janelle, I saw a post on Facebook of hers, and I was like, wow, who is this girl? She's rocking it. She looks phenomenal. What is she doing? Because I want to be a part of that. So I sent her a message. I started my challenge group, and it was amazing. I lost 11 pounds in the first 21 days with 21-day fix, and I was hooked. There was no looking back. She reached out to me and asked me what I thought about coaching. And at first I was really timid about it, and I wasn't sure. I was like, how am I going to help anybody else? I don't know what I'm doing myself half the time. But I thought, well, why not? The atmosphere in the challenge groups were amazing. I've never been a part of something where there's such a unity and love and support between women that it was just mind-blowing to me. Growing up in high school, I wasn't always, the popular girl. I didn't always have those friends. There was always the mean girls groups and stuff like that. So it was really refreshing to be a part of something that was so positive and moving. And I thought, well, maybe if I could just help a few other people how I've been helped, then it would all be worth it. So back to going to Florida, I lost my 11 pounds. I went to Florida, had the time of my life, heard all great things from all my loved ones. It felt really, really good. But not only did I struggle with yo-yo dieting and nutrition and working out, I also have suffered from severe anxiety and depression. I used to have to take medication for it when I was, in my teens, and self-harm. I dealt with all that stuff, and without going too in depth, there were moments in my life that were very, very dark, and coaching has allowed me to learn and to cope with stressful times in my life so that I don't resort back to bad behavior or self-sabotaging behavior. Because eventually the reason why I yo-yo dieted, because every time I would get stressed out or I would feel anxiety, I would run right to the kitchen. That was my coping mechanism. Food was my favorite, and I would eat everything. I'm not kidding you. I would used to have cake for breakfast, okay? It was a real issue. So with coaching, not only did I find comfort in the groups, but I also learned good, healthy behaviors, portion control and personal development. We'll talk more about that. But that's just a little bit about me. I kind of rambled on there. I apologize. But coaching has literally been life-changing for myself and my family. I've been able to take these healthy habits and trickle them down to my kids and John, of course. And it's been really amazing. So that's just a little bit about myself. I'll go ahead and pass the mic over to Jessica, and you can share your story.
All right, thanks. Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica. Kristin already introduced you, but I'm going to say it again. I, as well, started out as a challenger, and I was in a rough place. I kind of had that front where, I was happy, I was confident, and as far as anybody else knew, that's exactly what I was. But internally, I'd been struggling after having my daughter for years. So it was no longer baby fat. It was forever. So I was in a really bad spot mentally. No matter what I seemed to do, I could not find a happy spot, a happy place to be. And I was unhappy every time I looked in the mirror. Nothing fit me. I started that cycle of just, more and more depression, because you don't feel happy when you look at yourself. And no matter what you do, you can't seem to find that happiness. So it snowballs. So I started my first challenge group, and, I worked on things, and I kind of, I was in and out of it, trying to find, okay, am I ready for this? Am I ready to commit yet? Am I ready to do this? And so I jumped in, and I lost weight. I can't exactly remember how much the first time, because it was more inches. I, was feeling like my clothes fit better. And even more so, I was able to finally start realizing why I wasn't happy. And all that time that I was, trying to find accomplishments and trying to do this and not happy with my body, it was because I wasn't working on myself mentally at the same time. So one of the things that we really promote, which Kristin kind of touched on quick, is personal development. So we incorporate this into our workouts and our challenge groups. So you're not only just working on the outside, you're working on the inside. And through that and achieving some results, I started to feel happy. I started to realize that, I had more worth. I had, other things to be happy about, and it changes your outlook. It makes you look at life completely different than, that little black hole that you were stuck in and couldn't find your way out of. And so eventually, after a couple challenge groups, Janelle, who's also my coach as well, introduced me to this awesome group of girls that I can't even imagine not talking to every day now, or at least every other day, even if it's just, hey, how are things going? And I jumped into coaching. I honestly, I was so excited and ramped up. I jumped in head on, completely in, ready to help other people change their lives and achieve what I had achieved. So I've been doing this now for, I would say, about 6 months. So not as long as Kristin has, but that's okay. I'll get there. And, I really have to stress the fact that, this coach opportunity, whether you're joining for accountability. So, say you have other people that are relying on you to show them the way, show them how, you can eat better, what kind of recipes just you can use for everybody in your family. It helps remind you that you need to be there for them. You need to show them that this is possible, because we're all normal people. All of us are all the same. We all have struggles. So it doesn't take just one special thing to be able to coach. It really is for everybody, as long as you have a drive to help people. So for accountability, whether you're deciding to replace your income and go all in and make this your life's passion, no matter what, like Kristin did, no matter what, there is a place in Beachbody coaching for you, and I can't stress enough that it becomes a sisterhood. It becomes a family, and the fact that our team has so much to offer, because we do have those things. We hang out on a personal level. So I really hope you guys enjoy our presentation, and thanks for your time, because I can't say enough about how much this has changed my life. as well as my family's life. My husband like started drinking Shakeology, and you guys, 3 weeks and he's lost 16 pounds. Like, he'd kill me if I told anybody. So shh, don't say anything, because he really doesn't want anybody to know. But like, that is phenomenal when someone you love so much needs to be healthier, and they do, because they see how passionate you are. So let's go on.
That's so awesome. Congrats to your husband.
I know. Shh, don't say anything.
That's something to be so proud of.
I know. That's what I told him. I was like, if I could do 16 in like 3 weeks, I'd be like thrilled. But you know, guys, they lose weight differently.
It's much easier. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here, and we have a little PowerPoint for you guys. Jessica, can you see that okay?
I can.
Okay, so hopefully you can still see us here. Oh, I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, so now that you know a little bit more about myself and Jessica, you're probably wondering, okay, well, what is this whole coaching thing about? So coaching, to put it at a simple term, is just someone who is working on themselves with fitness, nutrition, personal development, in all areas of their life, just trying to be a better person. And in turn, sharing what they're doing with others to help others do the same as well. Who asks to need it, who you think might need some help, or if anyone helps or needs your help. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Jessica.
No, that's a really great basis on what we do. It's all about helping others.
Yep. And then we offer a lot of products actually through Beachbody. It's not just working out in Shakeology. I mean, there's tons of programs. So some of the things that we offer, obviously a big portion of it is the nutrition. We all know that 80%, or maybe you don't know, but you will find out, 80% of our results comes from nutrition. So a big part of that is the portion control containers. They're little cups that you get along with your challenge pack, which we'll talk about later on. And that just breaks down nutrition for you. It's going to tell you exactly what to eat, how much to eat, and it's going to be based on your goals. So just to clarify, to be a coach, actually that's in the next slide, but you can gain weight, lose weight, whatever your goals are, that's how you're going to base off your nutrition. There's also a performance line with Beachbody that's really amazing. I've tried a couple of the products. I don't know if Jessica has. Have you tried any of the performance?
Yeah, I have.
Well,
the
Energize is like life-saving. It's a pre-workout formula, and it tastes really good. Some other shakes and protein shakes that I've tried before are not so great, but the Energize, the pre-workout Energize is really good. It tastes like lemonade, and it just gives you the extra boost and energy to get you through your workout. There's also Recharge, Recovery, Hydrate, and there's also a creatine line. I've also tried Hydrate before, and that's really good. You drink that during your workout or after your workout to help keep you hydrated. Obviously, there's so many different programs, T25, 22-minute hard corps, P90, which there's the whole series on that, Hammer and Chisel, 21-day fix. All of Shanti's workouts are on there, and they're pretty amazing. I've done quite a few of them myself, and each one is different, and you can pick and choose on your trainer. So for myself, I know that I love the 22-minute hard corps program. I like that it's short and sweet and effective. I've done that one before. And others may like Shanti. He's more cardio, intensity. So you can pick and choose what programs you want to do based on, one, your goals, and two, your preference. And obviously Shakeology is like our main component that we use for the products. It is a superfood meal replacement protein shake. It's amazing. There isn't anything else out there on the market that can really compare to it. It's all natural. There's no additives. It's really amazing. It's a really amazing product. So for myself, you can use it several different ways. Myself, I love to use it as a dessert because I am a junk food junkie and I love my cakes and cookies and all the sweets and treats. So for myself, I use Shakeology as a snack or a dessert at the end of the day to kind of fight my sweet tooth. And it keeps me going. I don't feel like I have to indulge so much when I have that extra treat. Jess, how do you use your Shako?
I have used it a few different ways. I typically use it for either my breakfast or I use it for like my morning snack. Being as that I do work full time and I have a very busy schedule in the operating room, Shakeology is wonderful for me to run out, do my shake thing, obviously the name, and get my nutrition in for the day. I know I've gotten it in. I know I'll be ready for my workout later. And the benefits of it are just so huge once you stick with it and you drink it every day. So I definitely use it mostly for my breakfast, but I've used it, there's a cafe latte flavor, and I've actually blended that right in my morning coffee and like killed two birds with one stone.
That's perfect. And I think that's the benefits of Shakeology is that you can use it to make it fit your lifestyle in any way, shape, or form. If you're short on time in the mornings and you need a quick breakfast, it's perfect for people on the go. Myself, I'm the stay-at-home mom, so I have the luxury of cooking breakfast if I want to, which I do most days. So I like to use mine as a dessert. So it's very versatile in any kind of lifestyle that you have. So this is a huge misconception. Jessica, do you want to take the lead on this?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm going with Kristin on this one for the huge misconception. So being as that I only had done a couple challenge groups, I didn't have as dramatic of results as maybe as I had wanted personally, but that was because of, like I said, I was kind of in and out before I like definitely jumped in. And that was one of my big concerns was, I'm just starting my journey. I'm not fit. I'm not, ripping 6-pack abs right now. Can I really do this? How am I going to help people? And you don't have to be fit. You are going to show people that this is possible month to month, because you're going to show them that, yeah, I may not be fit, but I'm an average person and I've done this. And these are my results after this many amount of days. These are my results after 2 months. These are my results after 3, 4, 5 months. And they're going to see that it's absolutely possible. There is no time limit on your journey. There really isn't. You're going to be able to pick and choose, your workouts. Sometimes, I have found, and I'm not sure if Kristin would agree with this, different workouts seem to be suited for maybe, if I want to say like different body types or different metabolisms. Some people, respond better to weightlifting programs and seem to be slimming down faster with those. Other people do amazing with cardio programs, and those results can vary based on your body type and your own, metabolic state. So I would say that if you think you have to be fit to start this journey, you don't. You just really need to be committed to helping other people and showing them that this is possible, because they're going to be running right beside you. None of us are running ahead of each other. We're all right beside each other. So you're going to be able to show them that you don't have to be fit to start this, that anybody can do it.
Yeah, and just to add on that, it almost, if you're not at the end of your journey, which none of us ever get there because we're constantly evolving and just getting better every day. But if you're at the beginning of your journey, it kind of makes you more relatable and real, because let's face it, when you're looking out, you know, to the public or to the public for people to inspire you, yes, that fit girl that fits the is fit to a T may not be as relatable to you as someone who is more on your level. So if you're just starting, you can also be a coach. More people are going to relate to you when you're on your journey versus being closer towards the end of your journey. So I think we pretty much covered that. You do not have to be fit to be a coach, okay? The next one is what we do as coaches. So you're probably wondering, like, what a day in the life of a coach looks like. So big thing that we do as coaches is share with others, because there's really no business as a coach if you're not sharing with others and helping them on their journey. So we share, we help people. We're going to help them stay accountable by running our monthly online accountability groups. And that takes time. So if you're just starting off, don't think that you have to start running your own accountability groups right when you start coaching. I don't think I did my first one until like month 4 of coaching, because you want to get to know the daily basics before you dive into that, and that's totally fine. So if you end up coaching, all you have to do is ask your upline, which would be myself or Jessica, if you can add your customers or your new clients into our groups, and then that way you can get used to the whole running accountability groups before you start your own. So don't think that you have to start that right off the bat, but it's going to help hold them accountable. And being a product of the product is like the most important thing as a coach, because let's face it, we're helping other people with the same tools that we're using. So if you're not drinking Shakeology, if you're not doing the at-home workouts, how are you able to help other people with the same tools? So being a product of the product is one of our 4 vital behaviors that we have to abide by. Jessica, do you want to hit the rest of the points on this?
Yeah, sure. So, as coaches, we enjoy a 25% discount. And what that means is we enjoy a discount on our Shakeology monthly order, as well as any products that we order. So say you want to try our performance line and you want to see what it does. We can go on as coaches and order a product off the performance line. I did it with Energize because I wanted to make sure after a long day that I definitely was able to get through some longer workouts that I was trying. And I got a 25% off discount, which was awesome, you know, when you're trying to balance the whole coach work life, you know, income life, all of that stuff. So that's a really good benefit. So we, Kristin kind of touched on it. As far as sharing with others, a lot of times that has to do with engaging on social media. That doesn't mean that you have to be exclusive to social media. You can share with others in your family, at work, anywhere else. But social media is such a vast market that it is wonderful to reach out and find people like you. We call it finding our tribe. I kind of call it finding your pack, because I don't know, I just like wolves. But anyways, so, you know, we engage on social media and we put our story out there, and it doesn't have to be 24/7 beach body. It can be, oh my God, my kids drove me nuts today. This is totally mom life. This is how I live. Or my car broke down, or I ran out of gas. That would be mine, because I'm known frequently for doing it. But so we engage on social media, and it brings people into our story, and they'll start following you, and you can inspire them. And that's how we start helping others, is we build relationships with them through social media. So you're going to grow yourself, and that means by using personal development, whether it's daily affirmations or the long list of personal development books that Kristin or myself could recommend as far as helping your journey. These books are going to change your outlook on life. They're going to keep you motivated on those days that you feel like it's really hard and you just want to give up. So that's really important to grow yourself, because part of helping others is helping yourself as well. So that's something that we actually live by. That's one of our vitals that we try to do every day. And that goes right along with living a healthy life to inspire others and being that product of the product. Because if you are trying to coach people and you're posting yourself with a big old fat ice cream every night, you're kind of not showing a healthy lifestyle. And we're not saying that you can't have that big old fat ice cream, because we have, little treats to ourselves. I personally reserve like one day a week where if there's something I've been craving and I put in my workouts for the week, then I will reward myself with that. And that's really a good way to do it. But you definitely want to show that it's possible to be healthy and not, eating the bad stuff all the time. You're going to surround yourself with like the best people, and that goes for your team. I think my amazing people are my team. And my challengers are the best sometimes, because they'll come back and just hearing their stories for the day, how maybe they didn't want to do something, but they thought about how hard they've been working and realized that they could do it. And then, of course, the last bullet point is making lifelong friends. And you've heard me and Kristin talk about how, this is a sisterhood, this is a family, and, you really do build relationships. So not only within your team or your upline coaches, but with your challengers as well. I mean, not everybody is going to want to coach, and that's okay, but you're still building those relationships and, creating friendships with people that, maybe you wouldn't have met otherwise. So I think that's a huge opportunity.
Absolutely. Some of my best friends are on the team. And I never would have imagined like my life without them now that I have them in my life. So that's a great point. Okay, so this is a huge question. I think that a lot of people have when they're thinking about the coaching opportunity is, is it going to be worth my time? And how do we earn as coaches? So I will say that it's not an overnight success thing. Being a coach, it does take time with any business owner, it's going to take time to get that growth in there. But how we earn is your income is a direct reflection on how many people you help. So in the beginning of your business, when you're still trying to figure out your own journey and you're working on that, it's slow and steady wins the race. And you just kind of share, or there have been people on my team that have hit the ground running and their business is booming when they first start. And you get a lot of people that are like, oh, wait a minute, what are you doing? And they join right up with you. But just keep in mind that the more people you help, obviously, the bigger your income is going to be for that month. So also the 25% discount, we do, like Jessica was saying earlier, anything Team Beachbody, we get a 25% discount on, which leads to a 25% commission for all of our customers. If they purchase something, we will get a 25% commission on that sale. There are matching bonuses, which means as you build your business and you get to certain ranks, you will get like quarterly bonuses and things like that. That takes a little bit of time to get to, but it is eventually there. And then there's also team cycle bonuses if you decide to build your team. As your team grows, and it's called volume. The more volume you produce in your business and on your team, there are something called team cycle bonuses. And you'll get to learn more about this once you become a coach, but you basically have two different sides. And as you build your team and you produce volume, you get bonus cycles on top of that. So you're not solely just building an income on commission, because let's face it, nobody wants to be that salesperson. We are not salespeople. We are people who share our experience and help others. And then there's also quarterly bonuses as certain ranks. I was saying that earlier with the matching bonuses. And just know that your income is uncappable. So you can take it as far as you want to. If you want to just be what's called a discount coach, I think I have a slide coming up that explains the different layers of coaching. But your income is unlimited with how much time and effort and dedication that you put into it. There are different levels of that. I guess we'll talk about that when we get to the slide. But I just know that there's no pressure to sell anything. There's no quotas that you have to meet. There's no requirements from Beachbody that says that we have to hit a certain amount of, quotas to be considered and a coach. It's just all sharing your journey and enjoying the process. So why our team is different. So Team Body Electric, I believe, is like one of a kind. We are an amazing group of really tight girls. We, like Jessica was saying, we get together outside of just Beachbody. We get together, we try like once a month because we are kind of scattered around a little bit. And you'll learn that as you grow your business, you're going to meet people all over the country. So we have people on our team from, I don't know, there and Be Misfit. There's people in South Carolina, like all over the place. So we do have weekly team calls once a week that we have that we'll just come and collaborate and talk about how we're doing, what's working, what's not working, how we can just be better as a team and individuals. You can have one-on-one calls with your upline coach, and what that means is your upline would. So if you sign with me and you join my team, I would be your upline coach, and we could set up one-on-one calls, whether it be weekly or monthly or whatever is needed based on your need. There is rank and income training. So there's different ranks in the business. There's Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, and then it goes up from there. There are little trainings that you can that will be provided to you at your need whenever you feel like growing your business. There's so many trainings within this team that we provide that there's no way you're ever going to feel alone or in the dark or don't know what you're doing. There's always going to be someone there to help you along the process. Jessica, do you want to touch on the rest of them?
Yeah. So not only do we offer rank and income training, we also offer new coach training. So that would be you guys. And what that is when you sign up and you join the team, we put you through like what we call like Coach University. And they're basically, little videos. Some of them are short as 5 minutes. Some of them are 15 minutes, maybe longer, depending on what the subject may be. And some of these are the videos, that we call them calls, but they're videos, are coaches from all over. So you're getting a really good mix of different styles and tips and things that are working. And the coaches are upline coaches, so they may have a higher rank than you when you're starting out, obviously. And it's really great because it's going to set you up right. It's going to walk you through what you need for being a new coach. And that goes right along with the getting started right calls. You're not alone, like Kristin said. We're always here for you. You can go on any of our pages, including upline pages, and just post a question, and somebody's going to get back to you, somebody that may have experience in the area that you're looking for an answer for. And that goes along with the team pages. We have the ability to upload documents, files, templates. Everything is laid out for you. There's always a resource that you can pull from. I happen to use a lot of the resources sometimes for ideas, and then I get them and I tweak them to my own style and make them work for my own groups, which is fantastic. And you're always supported. We celebrate successes. We do call outs to people and, shout outs, just celebrating, them having a good week or them achieving a new rank. It doesn't matter. But either way, we support each other, and there's nothing wrong with lifting each other up. And that is what is a huge difference. And you can work at your own pace, and you're going to be able to go as far as your dreams want to carry you. I mean, not that I personally think that I'll be there, but there's a millionaires club, like you can literally go as far as you possibly want with this. And like the sky is really the limit.
Don't say that.
I apologize. My daughter.
What? I'm done.
Sorry, my daughter's sitting here eating cannoli dip. Yes, yum, yum.
How nice.
In front of Right, yeah, can only dip some Wegmans, that's to die for.
That's too.
Okay. So like we were talking about earlier, there is different levels of coaching, and you will find that in the team, there are all levels of that within one team. Not everybody is on the same page. So there is something called a discount coach, a hobby coach, and a business builder. That's kind of like how we label them. So if you're someone who loves the products, you love the programs, you love Shakeology, but you're not really into like posting on social media, and you're not really interested in running the business, but you want to enjoy the discount that coaches get as a coach, then you're going to be a discount coach. And that's just simply you are able to save 25% on your Shakeology. You don't have to build your business at all. And it still saves you about $16 a month. There is a coach fee, which we'll tell you here in a little bit, but it saves you $16 a month basically for the product for Shakeology to be a coach. Hobby coach, you might have a full-time job, but you also love the products and sharing them with others. And who doesn't like the extra pocket change, So hobby coach, yes. Hobby coach, you might have a full-time job that you love and you're devoted to, but maybe you want some extra income to pay off student loans or pay for that car note or pay for your groceries. There's nothing wrong with that. A hobby coach can really put very limited time into their business and still be able to get something out of it. And then there's a business builder, which I consider myself. I used to be a part-time pharmacy technician, and I walked away from that probably, 6 months ago. And I am a full-time Beachbody coach. So this is like my livelihood. I spend full time on my job. Everything that we do can be done within a couple hours of a day. But I really pride myself on being a Beachbody coach. So I devote a lot of time into my business. And I'm just able to do that. All right, so where do you even start, right? So you've heard all of our spiel, and you're like, okay, I'm in. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I want to make an income. I want to help others. I love the idea of personal development and sharing my story. And although it might freak you out, you want in. So there's two ways to sign up. One is a sign up coach fee, which is $39.95. Unless you're part of the military, then it's a free sign up with no extra fees. And then there's also an additional $15 a monthly website fee. That's basically just so you have your business center. With that, you get your website. You can design it the way you want, and then you're able to give that website to your potential customers. Or you can start with a challenge pack. And this is the best way to get started because it gives you all the tools that you need to properly get started on your journey. Jessica, do you want to explain what a challenge pack is?
Yep. And just to make a quick point to all your mommies out there that might be looking at, oh my God, I have kids and oh, this and that. Well, guess what? This is completely kid-friendly business. As you can see, my kids crawling all over my lap, which may not be convenient at the moment, but that's mom life. And that goes to show that you can do this even with a family and kids crawling all over because it's a mobile business. You're going to be able to run it anywhere that you have your phone, your tablet, or internet access. So with that being said, your challenge pack is going to be the best way for you to get started. Some of you may be familiar with challenge packs as you may be challengers already. So the challenge pack is actually all the tools you're going to need to achieve your results and to help others achieve their results by showing them that what's possible. So the challenge packs typically will come with your main program if you're just doing a single program challenge pack. If you're interested in having all the programs available online at your fingertips, then the Beachbody On Demand option is the one for you. And that is going to give you a full year of access to every single workout, including any new workouts that come out. So you will not have to pay any extra for a brand new workout. If you do just purchase a single pack, say we have 21-day fix here on the screen, then you get just 21-day fix. You don't get any other programs, and you'd have to purchase those programs separately. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Typically, you have your portion control containers that are going to come with it, and those are going to help you learn how to eat healthy by showing you what appropriate portions are. And I know we've all grown up with like the whole, you know, fill your plate up. And if you grew up with an Italian grandmother like mine, it was always eat. And why are you not eating enough? And so, you know, we don't grow up with an idea of what actual true portions are. And believe me, I know you see the portion control containers and you think, oh my God, I'm going to starve. Well, I promise you you're not, because once you start combining things, you are probably eating more food than like the average person is, because you're eating healthy and because you're working your body with the workouts. You're going to get typically a shaker container for your Shakeology, which is awesome on the go. It really helps you mix everything up quickly. And the challenge packs really are awesome. You can also get performance line challenge packs. And if you've already purchased a challenge pack, I'm going to touch on this quick. If you already purchased a challenge pack as a challenger, it is not required that you purchase a challenge pack to become a coach. What you would do in that instance is just pay that $39.95 fee to upgrade basically to a coach. If you are purchasing a challenge pack for the very first time and becoming a coach while you're doing it, then Beachbody waives that $39 fee. So you're basically signing up with just your challenge pack as a coach. I want to make sure that everybody's aware of that, so you don't think that you have another, you know, big investment into it to become a coach.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so I think that kind of wraps up everything for us. Anyone who, well, if they were to jump on tonight, we were going to do a giveaway. I guess I will extend my offer until the end of the week. So by, let's see what, it is the 2nd. So by September 2nd, anybody who joins my team is going to be getting a gift card from me. And then, Jessica, I don't know if you have a way that you're going to be doing your giveaway.
Yeah, I actually will be following the lead right behind you, and I'm going to extend the giveaway for new coaches until the end of the week as well.
Awesome. So I hope that we clarified anything that you may have been questioning, or you know, got rid of any of those myths that you were thinking. And thank you so much for joining us tonight on this call, or if you're watching the recording, obviously. And if you have any questions, please reach out to you know, whoever sent this to you, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Night, everybody.
Goodbye.
You're going to be so grounded. You're lucky we were recording.